Welcome to this explainer. Today we are unpacking something that seems so deceptively simple on the surface, but it's actually a highly valuable blueprint for modern tech education, a complete React.js roadmap. While it might just sound like a straightforward title, these three words actually represent a perfectly engineered sequence of ideas for mastering literally one of the world's most in-demand technologies.
Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever just stared at the foot of a massive, towering mountain of technical documentation and felt completely and utterly overwhelmed? You decide you want to learn a new technical skill, but the sheer volume of tutorials, articles, opinions, and forums is totally paralyzing. How do you even know where to start, let alone where the finish line is, without wasting dozens of hours tumbling down the wrong rabbit holes?
So, before we can truly understand our source text, let's actually look at our own roadmap for this explainer. We've got 1. The journey ahead, 2. The promise of complete, 3. The core, React.js, 4. Following the roadmap, and 5. Your final destination. Yep, we're using a roadmap to understand a roadmap. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The journey ahead.
By definition, a roadmap is a visual guide, plan, or strategy intended to achieve a particular goal. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what every focused learner fundamentally craves. We don't just want isolated facts randomly thrown at us, we desperately need a structured strategy. We need a guide to take all the abstract stuff and make it concrete, giving our ambition a very specific, tangible direction to follow.
There's a really powerful contrast here. On one side, we have the fragmented path. That's bouncing from a random video to a random blog post, constantly second-guessing if you're actually learning the right things in the right order. It's wildly inefficient and, frankly, anxiety-inducing. But on the other side, the complete roadmap. That represents ultimate security. It means you don't have to spend your precious cognitive energy trying to figure out what to learn next. You only have to focus your energy on actually learning it. That is a massive, game-changing shift in efficiency.
Section 2. The promise of complete.
Complete. So, the crucial point here is that this one word guarantees entirety. When a roadmap boldly declares itself as complete, it means there are absolutely no missing puzzle pieces. You aren't going to get halfway through your educational journey and suddenly find out that a critical bridge is out, or that you needed some obscure prerequisite knowledge that was entirely skipped over. It is a profound promise of total coverage, carrying you safely from absolute beginner to absolute master without ever leaving you stranded.
One slice, 100%. It leaves absolutely nothing out of your learning journey. In a modern educational landscape that is completely filled with partial tutorials and quick start guides that totally abandon you the second the architecture gets complex, 100% complete is a massive breath of fresh air. It really is the ultimate reassurance for a dedicated learner who wants to go all the way to the finish line.
Section 3. The core, React.js.
React.js. Everything we've discussed so far, the deep structure, that huge promise of completeness, it all exists solely and exclusively to serve this one incredibly powerful technology. This isn't just some broad general web development overview. This is a highly targeted, laser-focused journey deep into the absolute heart of modern user interface engineering.
Now, what's really interesting here is how perfectly our subject is framed. React.js isn't just a tool, it is the absolute focal point. It's the target skill. It's the core destination. The source text pulls all of its immense gravitational weight toward mastering this one specific area. By isolating React.js as the core destination, the roadmap effectively eliminates all the outside digital noise and distractions. It makes sure every single ounce of your effort is channeled into mastering this highly sought-after industry-standard framework.
Section 4. Following the roadmap.
Roadmap. We return to this final critical word. When you hold a roadmap, you possess comfort, you possess clarity, and most importantly, you possess forward momentum. For a focused learner, it completely removes the paralyzing guesswork. It takes an intimidating, vertical mountain of code and transforms it into a series of highly manageable, logical, horizontal steps. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to follow the clear lines drawn by the experts who have successfully navigated this exact terrain before you.
Every great learning experience follows a very specific arc. Start, journey, end. You begin with the foundational basics, you push through the messy, challenging middle where the real cognitive growth happens, and you finally reach that highly satisfying point of true completion.
Let's see how this builds. Step 1, embark. You make the active choice to commit to the process. Step 2, navigate. You follow the structured guidance step by step, patiently learning the components, the hooks, the complex state management. And step 3, arrive. You reach total mastery. Notice just how active this entire process is. A roadmap isn't a passive document. It demands your full engagement, but it rewards you with a guaranteed arrival at your destination if you just keep moving forward.
Section 5. Your final destination.
Complete React.js Roadmap. It's no longer just a simple title anymore, is it? It's a powerful, reconstructed mantra. Together, these 3 highly specific words promise a total, guided mastery of the subject. It's an open invitation to stop guessing, stop wandering aimlessly through random tutorials, and start executing a proven, structured strategy. It absolutely is the ultimate tool for the focused learner who highly values their time and demands a clear path to excellence.
So, having completely unpacked the immense value, security, and structure embedded in this brilliantly simple phrase, I want to leave you with this one provocative question. Are you ready to take the first step on the roadmap? Because the clear path to mastery is laid out right in front of you, 100% complete, just waiting for you to begin. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Stay focused and keep learning.